going on, y'all? Welcome to my first, not my first, but my review of Stranger Things Season 4, Episode 1, called Chapter 1, The Hellfire Club. This was a good episode, and they're not lying. These episodes are going to be long. This episode of, this first episode was what? Let me tell you. I think it was an hour and it was either an hour and 14 or an hour and 18, something like that. And it gives enough shine to every character. But let me give you a synopsis, then I will run down the episode. Elle is bullied at school. Joyce opens a mysterious package. A scrappy player takes up D&D night. Now, we're reintroduced to the character since it's been so long since we've seen them. We are shown what becomes of them after the events of season 3. Now, if you want to set up, Netflix done it for me. So, if you want to know what the setup, how this episode starts, just go to YouTube and you just type in Stranger Things Season 4 first 8 minutes, and you will see the first literal 8 minutes. That first 8 minutes is literally like the first part of the episode from opening to the opening credits. So it's like it shows you what happens, and then after literally at that 8 minute mark, though on the YouTube video, it's just going to show you the 8 minutes, and then it's going to go off. But after that 8 minutes of him looking at 11 saying, "What have you done? What have you done?" It actually goes to the opening credits that they usually do, and we get to the episode. So therefore, that's, you want to know what that is, just look that video up. We're reintroduced to the gang. The gang is split, because I think Elle is basically Elle and Joyce and them are now in California. This is the summer of 1986. I forgot. It's about to be not summer. It's about to be spring break. Yeah, they were saying it was spring break. So they about to be on spring break. And this is of 1986. I forgot what month. I forgot the month, but because there's so much to unpack here. But it is 1986. There's no Harper in this episode, but we do get an mention of him. That part of this story about Harper is acknowledged here in this episode. I want to say they show the new life of Joyce, Elle, and her son, what's his? What, I can't remember her son's name. Cause I know that's not Mike. What is that dude's name? Will. Okay, yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, I couldn't remember his name. His name was Will. So for Will, Elle, and Will's brother, they all go to the same school. You know, of course, Mike and Lucas and Dustin and with Max, they all at the same school. Back at home, and it basically shows what life was like for them. Max is still reeling from her brother's death. She's going through it, and you see this in this episode. She goes through it a lot, and it established we do find out the relationship between Max and what's his name, Lucas? I think not Lucas, Dustin. Huh. No, wait a minute, I was right, Lucas. Yeah, Lucas. So we do see what their relationship is like. We do see how the new dynamic between Mike and L is going. And they're writing back to each other. We see that L is basically getting used to talking more. She's starting to talk more like a normal person now, and yeah, she still got a lot of social cues to learn, but she's getting there. She is bullied for they severely bully her in this episode, to the point where she got so upset she forgot that she didn't have powers. Um, yeah, pretty much the majority of this episode, which is a lot because like I said, it's an hour and 14 hours and 18 minutes is just basically them showing you what life is like. Um, we do get a particular person who is stalked by the new antagonist of this season 4, and she is a person from season 3 who was like Billy possessed by the monster, basically by the monster of that season. Who through Billy, who was possessed by the monster, possessed her, and pretty much a lot of people. And we seen like the residuals of what happened to her and what's going on with her now. And she was the cannon father, as you will, this episode because she was the one being stalked by the new monster. And you can see through her, you can see what's going to happen to Max eventually. She's going. It's like they both going through the same stuff. We do see her and Max are also in counseling. I guess the school counselor, because of what happened, what they're being told, what happened with the mall and stuff. So the school counselor is counseling the kids who have lost people, or who was affected by the fire at the mall, which is like the official story of how some of the people are dead. Let's see. We introduced to a new character, Eddie, who is the D&D guy. The guy that we see in the trailer who goes like this. Um, there's trouble because Lucas is on the basketball team and he wants his championship game and D&D happens at the same time, and he can't be at both. So there's dissension right there where he reveals to them why he's on the basketball team, what he's trying to accomplish, because they had a specific thing in mind. Um, to wrap this up, there is some things happen, connections are made, and the one new character get to witness the strange events that happens in that town, and there is a death. Like I said, there is a death in this episode, and if you want a picture of what that death looked like, think of Nightmare on Elm Street, because that whole death scene is pulled straight from Nightmare on Elm Street, down to the fact that the person that happens to in the real world is like trapped in their head in this other world with the antagonist, because in the real world the person is just like, no, hey, what's wrong with you, trying to get their attention, and they just like their eyes just roll back in their head and they just freaking out, we see what's happening to this person, who this person is running from, and what's happening to this particular person. But yeah, the whole death thing is like pulled out something straight from Nightmare on Elm Street. If I were to give this episode anything, I would give it an 8 out of 10 big ups, because even though it's a long episode, and these long episodes could either, I think every episode is going to be long. It's going to be like an hour long, but it's yet to be seen if these are going to make or break. But it could definitely make a break, but it didn't for the first episode. But we don't know. I'm going to be doing these reviews since it's 7 episodes, I'm gonna do a review for an episode every day till we get to episode 7. You know, instead of just doing all at once, each day is gonna be a review for a different episode. So if you enjoy this review, then you hit this button right there in the upper right corner for all of my reviews. And if you enjoy the video so much, you want to support the channel, all you gotta do is hit that like, subscribe, share, hit the notification button, also hit that thanks button. And if you want to see my full reaction to this episode, all you gotta do is hit that join button, become a super tribe member, and you'll get all my videos and reaction videos and even gameplay videos. They get copyright claim. I'll have some type of copyright in them there. And as always, hitting you on these videos for more of my amazing content, but don't go anywhere. Got more coming your way. Peace out.